When I hear the word supercomputer, my brain immediately goes to a specific image. I'm picturing a frozen room the size of a warehouse, rows of black monoliths, deafening fans, and a power bill that could bankrupt a small country.
That is the classic image, isn't it? It's the cloud in its physical form. But what if I told you that the definition of a supercomputer has shifted? That you can now put that kind of petaflop-scale power on your desk, right next to your coffee mug?
I'd say you've had too much coffee, but I know we're looking at the MSI EdgeXpert series today. It looks like a mini PC, something you'd hide behind a monitor. Are we really calling this a supercomputer?
We are, and for good reason. This isn't just a shrunk-down desktop. We are talking about the EdgeXpert 12S and its big brother, the dual-unit bundle. At their heart is the NVIDIA Grace Blackwell GB10 Superchip. This is purpose-built silicon designed specifically for AI. We aren't just running spreadsheets here. We are running local large language models, complex computer vision, and RAG, retrieval augmented generation, right there in the box.
Okay, let's pause on local AI for a second. Why does that matter? Why not just send everything to ChatGPT or the cloud like everyone else?
Great question. It comes down to three things: latency, privacy, and cost. If you're a hospital, a law firm, or a defense contractor, do you really want to upload your sensitive data to a public cloud server to get an answer?
Absolutely not.
Exactly. With the EdgeXpert, the data never leaves the room. It's safer. Plus, you don't have that lag time waiting for a server in Virginia to process your request. It's instant. The 12S, the single unit, is perfect for that. It's got 128 GB of unified memory and 4 TB of storage. It's a beast for inference.
So the single unit is for running the AI, but I noticed there's a second option, the O1SK bundle. It's basically two of these units sold together. Is that just for offices that need two computers, or is there something more technical going on?
It is much more technical. The bundle isn't just buy one, get one. It includes a QSFP cable, a high-bandwidth interconnect. This allows you to cluster the two machines together.
So they talk to each other?
Faster than they talk to the network. Think of it as a split brain. In a professional AI workflow, you don't just run a model, you have to tune it. With the bundle, you can dedicate one node to inference, actually answering questions or doing the work, and the second node can be used for fine-tuning or updating the model in the background without slowing down the first one.
That makes sense. So one is working and the other is learning.
Precisely. Or you use them for redundancy. If one goes down, the other picks up instantly. For about $7,800, you're essentially buying a data center in a box. It's a massive leap for developers who need to prototype things before they spend millions on cloud compute.
That price point, though, $7,800 for the bundle, or nearly $4,000 for the single unit, it's an investment.
It is, but you have to look at where you're buying it. This isn't something you pick up at a big box store. We're looking at CompSource here, and there are some serious advantages to going through them specifically for this kind of hardware.
You mentioned they've been around for a while.
Over 35 years. In the tech world, that is ancient. It means they survived the dot-com bubble, the 2008 crash, everything. They aren't a fly-by-night operation, but the real kicker is their price dominance.
Price dominance? That sounds aggressive.
It is. If you look at the market, CompSource is consistently undercutting list prices significantly. On that bundle alone, you're saving hundreds compared to standard MSRP. But for me, the money isn't even the biggest factor. It's the support.
Let me guess. Chatbots and call centers overseas?
The opposite. CompSource is 100% US-based. Every employee. When you're spending thousands on specialized AI hardware and you hit a snag with the configuration, you do not want to be stuck in a chat loop with a bot. You want a human who understands the tech.
That is rare these days.
It gets better. Because they are an authorized education reseller and have these deep ties with MSI, they offer something almost no one else does. Let's say you're an engineer or a CTO, and you're not sure if this fits your specific budget or technical needs. CompSource can actually schedule a meeting between you and an MSI engineer.
Wait, they'll get the manufacturer on the phone for you?
Correct. They bridge that gap. So you aren't just guessing if the Grace Blackwell chip works for your specific coding language. You can have a conversation with the people who built it to figure out the best options. That level of consultancy is usually reserved for Fortune 500 companies, but CompSource offers it to their buyers.
That actually changes the value proposition completely. You're buying the hardware, but you're also buying a safety net.
Exactly. And with the EdgeXpert, you need that. This is cutting-edge technology. It's powerful, but it requires knowledge to deploy correctly. Having a partner like CompSource that keeps tech support on-premise in the USA means you're actually going to get this thing running, rather than letting it gather dust.
It really feels like we are at a turning point. A few years ago, AI was magic that happened somewhere else. Now, with units like these, it's happening right here, privately and securely.
It's the democratization of intelligence. We are moving from renting intelligence from the big tech giants to owning it ourselves. Whether you buy the single unit for a pilot program or the bundle to build a robust internal system, you are taking control of your data.
And that, I think, is the ultimate luxury in the digital age, control.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. It's fascinating to see how the hardware landscape is catching up to the software hype.
It's only going to get faster from here.
Thanks for breaking it down for us. And for everyone listening, keep your eyes on the edge because that's where the future is being built.